So a mini Twitter war broke out between Mmusi Maimane and Shimza, and this was all in relation to a stadium that the ANC has built in Eastern Cape that allegedly cost 15 million rands. Okay, so as you can see from the pictures, any Tom, Dick, and Harry would be able to tell that that stadium is literally just a bunch of benches that was put together and was nowhere in the vicinity of costing 15 million rands. Okay, so everything went downhill between Shimza and Maimane when Shimza actually tweeted and said this. He said, "This one icon, I'm seeing a lot of engineers and people who work in construction saying it's actually possible, but people must account for clarity." So basically, people on Twitter were having this conversation and were stating that there's no way possible that this could cost 15 million rands. And Shimza went on and stated that it could actually be possible, as he is speaking to a lot of construction workers and also a lot of people in the engineering field, right? To which Mmusi Maimane responded by saying, "I understand why you have to soften the blow. From my experience, this project most definitely did not come close to 15 million. And Ushimza said, and please excuse my pronunciation, he said, "Ubereka construction no," which means that you're working in construction now. Obviously, that's a hint of sarcasm because everyone knows that Mmusi Maimane is a politician and actually not in the construction field. To which Umaimani very, very gracefully replied to by putting him in his place and said, "I have been involved in construction projects. I have done financial oversight on several construction projects. Maybe you just know me from Twitter streets, but I have extensive experience with PFMA and MFMA from my prior and current jobs. It's a very overpriced project." Ushimza then went on to respond to that by saying, "Wena ungumafundani mos, rona ridi matriculants that can also see that this one is not it. The same way I agree with you. We also can't discredit engineers and people who work in the field who are saying otherwise, politics aside." Mmusi Maimane then said, "Message your bay, send flowers. No one forced you to enter this chat. I have a master's in economics. While you were entering DJ competitions, I was working in public office. I know what I'm talking about. Bottom line, the project did not cost 15 million rands. There is no spin room." And I absolutely agree with what Mmusi Maimane is saying. I mean, yes, Ushimza is saying that it could actually be possible because he's spoken to maybe the 5 engineers that he knows and people in construction, however many people he's spoken to. But judging by or based on the history that the ANC has with corruption, it would actually be very, very logical of people to assume that this is another way that money has been laundered, and this is another way that money has been blown in South Africa by these people who win these tenders, who actually do not do the job and actually use up most of the taxpayers' money. Okay, so that is what Mmusi Maimane said, going back to the actual conversation. To which Shimza said, "I have 6 successful businesses that I can never be fired from." And Mmusi Maimane said, "And one relationship that you're about to be fired from." That was a low blow. That was a very low blow. And Shimza said, "With a beautiful black female because I don't aspire to whiteness." So the reason why Ushimza said he doesn't aspire to whiteness is because Mmusi Maimane. Okay, so firstly, he was, with a predominantly white political party, the Democratic Alliance, and also he is married to a white woman. Well, last I checked, he was married to a white woman, so that's why he's sort of saying that, I don't aspire to whiteness. But anyways, Mmusi Maimane responded to that by saying, "You aspire to tenders, send your bay flowers," and that is basically how he ended the conversation. From my humble opinion, I do believe that Mmusi Maimane, he won this one. He's very good with his words, and I think what sort of upset Mmusi Maimane was that Ushimza was trying to deny the very obvious. Obviously 15 million rands was not spent to build that non-existent stadium. The stadium isn't there. Where's the stadium? There's no stadium. It's just a bunch of, is it podiums? I don't know what they're called in English, excuse me, but it's literally just a bunch of benches put together. There is no stadium. So where did the 15 million rands go? And obviously I think Mmusi Maimane came for Ushimza because Shimza basically tried to discredit everything that Mmusi Maimane was saying. I think Mmusi Maimane was sort of agreeing with Shimza in the beginning until Shimza went left and said it could be possible. Everyone knows it's not possible that stadium could have cost 15 million rands. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this video was very all over the place, but the chats were all over the place too. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next